Hello everyone. So when evaluating expressions, what we're going to do is we are going to have an expression like an a, 2x minus 19, but I'm going to tell you that x is equal to 5, and we want to evaluate that expression. So that means since I know x is equal to 5, every time I see an x, I can plug in 5. I can substitute in 5. So what I always do is whenever you substitute in a number for a variable, I want to put it in parentheses. So I got 2 times 5 minus 19. This has now become an order of operations problem. 2 times 5, I'm going to do the multiplication first. So I've got 10. I subtract 19. I end up with negative 9. All right, let's do another one. X is still 5, but we've got a new expression here. So every time I see an x, I'm going to plug in 5. I'm going to put it in parentheses. So I got 8x, so that's going to become 8 times 5 divided by 20, plus inside parentheses, I've got 10 divided by 5, because I'm substituting 5 in for x, and then I square that. So this first fraction, if I wanted to simplify that, I can do 8 times 5, which is 40, divided by 2, which is going to become 2. In this second term, 10 divided by 2, I do what's in parentheses first, so that's going to be 2 squared. 2 squared, 2 times 2, that's going to give me 4. So this expression, after evaluating it for x equals 5, simplifies to give me 6. All right, let's keep going on this one. So w squared plus 7 times the quantity 10 minus w plus 2w if, well, that shouldn't be b, that should be w. So I'm telling you that w is equal to negative 4. So every time I see a w, I'm going to plug in negative 4. And always want to put parentheses around it. That way you're doing the order of operations correctly for the next step. So negative 4 in parentheses squared plus 7 times 10 minus negative 4 plus 2 times negative 4. All right, so now we just do order of operations. I see parentheses, so I'm going to do that part first. I can simplify what's inside the parentheses. I'll get 10 minus negative 4, which is the same thing as 10 plus 4, which is 14, plus 2 times negative 4. Next thing is exponents. So I have negative 4 inside parentheses squared, and that's negative 4 times negative 4. So negative times negative is going to give me a positive. It's going to be positive 16 plus, and then I can do this multiplication as well. 7 times 14 is 98. And then I can do that multiplication as well. 2 times negative 4 is negative 8. All right, and now all I have to do is add those all across. 16 plus 98 plus negative 8, or remember that's the same thing as 16 plus 98 minus 8, which is going to give me 106. All right, so all we're doing is substituting in a number for every variable, and then we simplify it using order of operations. There's just one new step. So in D, we've got this expression. I'm telling you that y is equal to 4, z is equal to negative 6. So I got z times y, so I've got negative 6 times 4, plus 6 times, in parentheses, 3 minus 1. All right, so inside those parentheses, I'm going to simplify that first. So that's going to be 6 times 2. And I can leave everything else as it is right now. I've got two sets of multiplication here. Negative 6 times 4, that's going to give me negative 24. And 6 times 2, that's going to give me 12. So negative 24 plus 12 is going to give me negative 12. Okay, let's do two more. In this one, we have this expression, and I'm telling you that a is equal to 4, c is equal to negative 2. So I've got negative c cubed, or negative c to the third power. So that negative sign is chilling on the outside, and then every time I see a c, I'm going to put in negative 2 cubed. Okay? So the negative in front of that c cubed is outside the parentheses, because all I'm doing is substituting in -2 in for c. Okay, so I've got negative in parentheses -2 cubed, and that's going to be multiplied by 3 plus, instead of a, I'm going to substitute in 4. Okay, so -2 cubed, that's -2 times -2 times -2. That's going to give, that negative sign is still chilling on the outside, but -2 cubed simplifies to -8. And then I am multiplying that by these simplified parentheses inside the parentheses, which is 7. Okay, so now I can multiply negative times -8. That's just going to give me +8. So I've got 8 times 7. That's going to give me 56. And then last but not least, we've got x equals -1 and y equals -5. So here, instead of y, I'm going to plug in -5. And instead of x, I'm going to plug in -1. Okay, so this first parenthesis, -5 minus 1, that simplifies to -6. This second parenthesis is 4 plus 1, right? Because minus a negative is the same thing as plus a positive. So that's going to be -6. 4 plus 1 is 5. -6 times 5 is going to give me -30. Okay, so these can get a little tricky, but that's why you always want to plug in those parentheses just to make sure that you're following the order of operations correctly after you start to simplify. All right, so I'm going to scroll down. Here are some you try nows for you to try. We can go over those next class. Have a good one.